Hello and welcome to Without Within with CrossKnights.
Hello.
We're doing another visual novel.
Everyone's favorite.
Exactly.
Me reading poorly. I'll read all of the male characters, which hopefully there's 0. And
Going to real fast. I'm gonna have to cut this section out, but I'm gonna adjust the volume once more real fast.
yeah,
Of the game.
there was that. What is it? Freaking Faded Heart. So I was like, I'll just read the main character and it'll be fine. And then he had like way more than half of the dialogue, even though you did every other character.
Where's this fucking volume mixer at? Here, there we go. Let's put it down to 18.
Oh, the other fun thing that you get to deal with is my constant sniffling and coughing, because I don't have a good enough mute to deal with it.
Don't worry about it. Without Within can take that. So
This is the type of quality that
looking forward to it. This is a free visual novel that was on Steam, and we're gonna be playing it. And this is Vinty. That's all I know.
Is she like 3?
No, this is like the the chibi thing that they do whenever they try to make something really cute.
Gotcha. Are her eyes made out of calligraphy?
I don't know. Oh, that's the other thing. Apparently, she's a person who does calligraphy. Calligrapher. Yeah.
Calligraphy. Calligraphist.
Oh, I could have made this be in full screen or something. Oh, I can adjust the volume in here. Well, shit.
So, now that I can hear the one, let's play in Nihongo.
In Japanese and in Korean. Actually, it's probably Japanese and Chinese, but whatever.
Probably make it a bit harder.
No French option. That's a very disappointing thing.
Yes, clearly.
Well, let's play.
That's probably you. I mean, I don't know.
No, this is narration.
Is it though?
Do you? Who's going to do the narration? Because the narration, I assume, is going to be coming from Vinty herself.
Oh, well then, that's a girl. Isn't that the...
I think that all of the characters are girls.
Oh, perfect. I'll just provide color commentary while you read the whole thing.
Alright, we'll figure it out on the fly.
Okay.
Vinty! 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 The chants of my fans echoed through the door in front of me.
Thank you.
One of my 2 bodyguards wrapped his hand around the doorknob. You can read his line.
Oh, crap. No, it's a male. No. Please prepare yourself, Miss Vinty. Once I open the door, we'll head straight for our limo. I almost read that as line. See, it's going all right.
And there'll be snipers. The guard had no reason to fret. I had long since grown used to these crowds. Still, I nodded to put him at ease. After taking a deep breath, he pushed the door open.
I'm liking this Vinty voice. She's sounding like a badass to me.
A crowd of hundreds raised their cameras as soon as I stepped out. My guards waved their arms to shoo them away. This red carpet was for me to walk on, after all. I blew a kiss for these starstruck peasants.
Okay, so the main character's a jerk. Oh, Miss Vinty, please, let us hurry.
My bodyguard said. Too bad for him. I strutted along like a model on a catwalk. A group of reporters managed to worm through the crowd. They now tiptoed over my guards in hopes of scoring that exclusive. You can read the reporter.
Vinty, how does it feel to have won another calligraphy award of the year?
What? First off, what is calligraphy and how is it getting like this much attention? Isn't it just drawing?
It's the second National Handwriting Award. Have you ever calligraphy is just writing Japanese letters. It's not.
Why would you have fans?
Yeah, I feel like this is obviously a dream and she's dumb. And she's also wearing a meat bun on her head.
Yeah, well, obviously this is a dream, but I mean, like, I don't see. Whatever.
Yeah.
A reporter asked me. Before I could answer, another dozen people shouted over each other, hoping for my attention.
Vinty, may I get a photo with you?
No, go fuck yourself.
Whoa, jeez. Can you sign some autographs for my kids? And 2 for me, of course.
These people aren't supposed to be to hurry, Cross. There's guards pushing them back.
Yeah, well, that dude is just suave as hell because he's also really rich. He's got, like, long brown hair. And he actually owns a very successful waffle shop. And he doesn't hurry for anyone. Like, they can't push him. He's bigger than them. Now you know the backstory of that character. I can't believe I'm standing this close to Vinty.
My fans stamped their dirty shoes all over my red carpet. Finally, my bodyguards pulled out their pepper sprays to keep these fans in check.
Pulled out their double-barreled shotguns. That is why I don't have any more fans. This is a quest to get back my fans that were killed.
A young male reached in my direction despite having a spray aimed at his face. Rather admirable for a peasant, I extended a hand for this male fan to kiss. Unfortunately for him, he fainted at the sight of my perfectly polished nails. Ah, goody. I reached my limousine at last. My bodyguard opened the door for me, and as I climbed in, my trailing fans snapped as many photos as they could.
Miss Vinty! Miss Vinty!
I guess I could have read that, but...
It's true.
The crowd chanted as my car window pulled up. How odd. They never referred to me as Miss. Oh, my graceful presence must have been too much for their sanity. These poor things. Clearly, this is when she's going to get woken up.
I hope so, because I'm not having a lot of sympathy for Miss Vinty. Miss Vinty.
Dot, 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 dot.
Dot, 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 dot. Oh, God, your head is so huge. And your eyes are made of calligraphy.
And she has an awesome little model.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And she lives in a cardboard box with cracks in it next to a pipe.
I think this is just a poor house, or...
Made out of cardboard.
Sure.
And her bed's an eraser.
I'm gonna adjust the audio again real fast.
Hmm.
It's not bad because I can still hear you, which is fine, but I want to make it better for other people. So no one bitches me out. Well, I had fun while it lasted. At least I got to ride in a limousine for a good 30 seconds. In real life, my only registered vehicle was, well, my 10-year-old bicycle. My apartment had no space for a car anyway. Actually, this single room with cracked walls might be an insult to the word apartment. Pull up those curtains for a spectacular $1 view, featuring a sewage pipe and a wall tainted with yellow. Just open the window if you wish to smell the sewage as well. A breathtaking experience, I assure you.
You're one of those peasants you were talking about. No, peasants, no, big head.
It was a dream, Cross, a dream.
Yeah, but in her dream she was a dick. She could have been not a dick. She chose that.
Well, does she? I mean, maybe she's not a, lucid dreamer.
Not a lucid dreamer. Fair enough.
By the way, sorry, I needed to take back the one-room thing. This place actually had 2 rooms, thank you very much. The second room happened to be a toilet. That still counted, right? The toilet clogged 3 times a month, so be careful when using it. Miss Vinty! Miss Vinty! A woman's voice echoed from outside. She was no fan, but rather my landlady. I glanced over at my clock, 6 a.m. Waiting another hour or 2 would have been nice.
You were already up.
'Cause she woke her up.
Oh, well, it's a good thing. She was becoming a terrible person in her dream. Pepper spraying people and shotgunning them.
There were no shotguns.
I distinctly remember someone mentioning a shotgun.
That was all you.
Look, it happened. It's canon. Also, there were cannons.
She probably just wanted to tell me about another rent raise, whatever.
Chris.
Nothing good ever came out of that woman's mouth. I would be better off staying in bed.
Oh, snap. We have an important decision to make.
Well, I'm assuming we should get up because otherwise she's just gonna stay, Miss Vinty!
Are you sure? You sure you don't want to base it on what we would do?
Look, it's 6 a.m. I'm up at this time anyway.
Holy crap. Oh, I actually am sometimes too, but that's because I've been up since 2.
Princess! Remember whenever we ordered Fading Hearts, we ordered Princess Diary?
It's the same book.
It's finally arrived!
Alright, if you want to rise and shine, that's fine.
Alright, let's rise and shine! Coming! As I changed into something more appropriate rather than just damn t-shirt, the landlady still kept knocking. I said I was coming, did I not? Maybe I should walk out naked if that was what she dug. If this were a game, we might get a sale boost too.
Fourth wall break. Oh, gee, she's got an anger mark.
Good morning, Miss Vinty, the landlady said. I must ask, what's with that hair? It looks like you just woke up. Well, no shit! 6 a.m. That's because I did. It's a waste for young ladies like you to sleep away your youth. The landlady shook her head. She had no right to preach me like this. I wanted to tell her, but decided against it on account that, you know, she's my landlady, as doing so would give her an excuse to lecture me further. With her size, if I enraged her, she would squash me into Vinty-flavored pancake.
Which would probably taste like blood, sinew, and the like, so...
God, the game's audio is just weird.
Let me just grab something real quick. I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
And so he left. And it was just Relic admiring a beautiful poster in the background of Vinty's apartment. Look at her, blowing a kiss towards Vinty. Yes, this is who Vinty aspires to be. The character on the left, not the character on the right with the angry expression, but the character on the left with the long, blowing, luscious brown hair. And the very stylish bow also in her hair.
Alright, good job vamping. I thought you were just gonna make an edit point, but alright, fair enough.
Hi, welcome back.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Vinty, your rent was due 3 days ago. Well, at least there was no rent increase. Sorry, madam. My next paycheck will come after tonight's shift, so I'll pay you first thing tomorrow morning. The landlady grunted. All right, just know that if this keeps up, you'll have to find somewhere else to live.
Well, that is a strict landlady. I think at my last apartment, if I had just not paid rent and left, I don't think he would have done anything.
She spun around to leave. Once she disappeared behind the corridor, I kicked my door shut, causing a piece of my cracked wall to fall off. I tried shoving the piece back into place. My effort resulted in more wall fragments flaking off. Great. The landlady would make me pay for that next month. Once I become an accomplished calligrapher, she would beg for a chance to shine my shoe.
That can't be a thing. I refuse to believe that this thing that she's talking about is a thing.
Calligraphy is not this important, is it?
I don't think... Maybe we just don't know the culture.
Yeah, maybe calligraphy is actually something completely different than what we think it is.
I don't think so.
Maybe drawing anime is calligraphy in this game.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, I sounded a bit ranty before, but that was never my intention. A lot of famous people had humble beginnings. I would follow in their footsteps. But first, I needed to put in the work. Yeah, Cross, put in the work.
Boo.
Without, within. Drawings. Yay.
Yeah, this is good animation.
Sad. So I returned to the busiest street in my area, with my calligraphies spread before me. Is there a way to, like, get rid of this part so we can see the calligraphies? No? Okay.
No.
I sat on the concrete and rested my back against the fence. Yep, this is concrete right here.
So people buy them like they're like, I guess they're like wall scrolls, and then you can put them on your walls? Is that what it is? That would make sense, I guess.
It's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
Car horns blared behind me, mixed with people shouting things about each other's mothers. Do you live in New York?
Apparently.
These cars kept expelling fumes that made me choke, just one of the many things I dealt with in the name of art. Pedestrians took up almost every inch of space on the street ahead. Surely this would be the day when somebody spotted my talent.
Wait, please tell me this isn't her job, because I don't think she is going to get paid later if this is her job.
I think this is her job.
That's bad.
As always, no one afforded me anything more than a passing glance, and my will soon dwindled. Let me be honest, I never expected to be showered with praise by every head who passed here. What was that old saying? 10% of the people you reached out to will buy your work? I could live with that, even just 1%. Please, anything but 0.
1% is way more realistic. Who the hell ever said 10%? Are you kidding me? It's crazy.
We never actually mentioned, like, the backstory of this game. The game's premise is that, she's a failing calligrapher. And, yeah, she's very sad, and this explores the creative mind.
I think the premise has pretty much been laid out by this point, you know?
Oh, now it's been laid out again. I wanted to scream at these people. They had no idea how much sweat I poured into these calligraphies. Literal sweat. It's like a workout every time I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's not ink. I just sweat black soot and I put them on the page.
It's to make my stuff stand out more, man.
Mm-hmm.
Perseverance. Well, I mean, weren't you just ranting? You should probably persevere.
You want to do the opposite of everything that I want to do.
Do you want to go rant? Because I feel like that's going to have a very negative thing for her.
Me too.
That's the only reason you want to do it, huh?
Well, I mean, I just feel like it's more... I think she's at her wit's end. How about... If this is a complete binary choice system, how about I pick one and then you pick one and then I pick one and then you pick one?
Alright, we're ranting then.
Ranting.
We're going to make a public scene.
Yeah.
Enough was enough. I have to read more thanks to you, dick.
What, you think you weren't going to have to read more if you persevered?
I'd probably have to read less.
I don't know about that. She probably would have gone into a tranquil mind state where she imagined that she was a dinosaur that did calligraphy and all the pterodactyls praised her and she called them peasants.
Hey, pterodactyls would be voiced by you.
Crap.
I sprang off the ground and kicked the fence behind me. The crowd stared as I ranted on and on about their ignorance. It felt so good to let loose. If these people knew how to spot real art, my career would have already kicked off. We made a bad choice. 2 days later, my eruption made its way to the internet. Guys, make sure to never buy anything from her. She's nuts. Who does she think she is? Spread the news, everyone. We need to make sure people like that never get anywhere. Good fucking job, Cross. The one choice you get to make.
Look, she's famous now. She got what she wanted. It was just the cursed monkey paw version of getting what she wanted.
Fucking asshole.
Wait, I'll read this part. My career was doomed! If I knew this one mistake would destroy everything, I would have kept my trap shut. Oh, how I wish I could relive that day. By the way, I didn't notice that there's a quick load and quick save feature. Maybe you should have used that.
You are... Bad end! You got us a bad end in 10 minutes! On your first choice!
Look, it's not my fault that the game decided to make a binary choice system where an obvious bad choice actually killed you. I was expecting something a bit different.
God damn it, Cross. Ah, now I gotta hurry through crap.
Well, this time make sure you save before a choice.
I think the quick save thing is gone whenever there are choices.
Wait, see what happens if you stay in bed.
I snuggled back into my blanket. The landlady could knock all she wanted, but my focus was on my calligraphy dreams. I had no time for these common folk matters. Oops.
Wait, what?
Oh, you can...
Oh,
Oops.
That's one of those choices that doesn't actually let you not choice.
Wait. What? Stay in bed. Okay, there we go.
Oh, a week later! Is she just gonna be a skull?
Turned out the landlady was chasing me for my rent. By the time I realized she had already evicted me. Now I lived on the streets with nothing but my calligraphies. The past few nights had been freezing cold, and I ran out of tissues to wipe my runny nose with. To make things worse, I could feel my head heating up from an upcoming fever. Might I interest you in buying one of my works? I got a 2-for-1 deal today. Bad end.
Okay, I hope there's some less obvious choices later on.
Yeah, because if that's not exact. This is free though, so.
It's true, but still. One of them's gonna be like, open the door or go to the cafe. And opening the door, there's just gonna be an alligator. It's gonna eat you and be bad.
Alright,
And
persevere. I decided to keep these displeasures to myself because the last time I didn't, I died, apparently. People often said patience would be rewarded. I wondered if my patience would ever become worthwhile. Let's quick save here. Okay, before I forget. Just as I thought this, a man paused to look at my calligraphies. He had a bucket of fried chicken in his hand. The smell made my mouth water.
Little calligraphy for food.
As the man eyed my works one by one, I felt my cheeks heating up from anticipation. At last, someone who spared more than a moment with my works. This must be my reward. The timing could hardly be more perfect. I summoned the courage to speak with the man, but he spoke first.
You're charging for these?
I managed a tiny nod. The man snorted.
I would never hang these on my walls, even if you gave them to me for free. Seriously, this is the most shameless display I've ever seen.
Trolls online were one thing. Confronting one in real life was a rarity. Judging from the man's scrawny arms, I bet I could overpower him with ease.
Oh my god.
Then he would know just how big of a blunder he had made.
Yeah, that's right. You have to because you just quick save.
Let's go, bitch!
He's gonna be like a Valley Tudo fighter and just break you in half.
I crunched up one of my calligraphies and rose. The man must have sensed my violent intent, as he backed a step and shielded his face with the bucket of chicken. I threw a punch at him before he could flee into the crowd. My fist connected with the side of his head. That marked the first time I had ever hit someone. My knuckles hurt from the blow, but seeing the guy's dropped jaw made it worthwhile. He probably grew up this way because nobody ever dared to punish him. A couple of pedestrians popped in and held me back from attacking the man further. I squirmed against their grips, but gave up as my anger waned. Once my breathing returned to normal, the civilians loosened their hold, and I brushed myself free.
I'll remember this.
The man fled for the train station, eating another piece of chicken as he did so. I hope he choked on it.
Who walks around with a bucket of chicken just eating it while you're gone?
A douchebag, that's who. The next morning, someone knocked on my door. I checked the clock. 5 a.m. When would the landlady cut me a break? It's the police, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to jail. Miss Vinty, it's the police.
I cupped a hand over my mouth as if keeping quiet would make the police go away. They must be here to ask about my assault yesterday. That guy I punched was nothing but talk. I should have let him ramble. God knew what would befall me now. Hold on, I'm going to make another save.
Wait. Oh, okay. As long as
in case that this is a branching thing.
What if we get to go to prison and then the rest of the game is in prison? No, it's just going to give us a bad end. Because that's how this game operates.
I prayed I would at least be spared a jail sentence. Tears streaked down my cheeks. Yeah, as I buried myself under the blanket. This had to be nothing more than a bad dream. Bad end.
Okay, this game, I see. You want to just beat the game now and just pick the obvious choices?
Do you want to just beat the game? I mean, restrain.
Yeah, it's
Folks always said to ignore trolls. I clenched my teeth and stayed put. After chuckling in my face, the man strutted off. Determined to prove him wrong, I continued to sit and wait for potential customers. No, but at least that one seemed like there might have been a branching arc there.
Yeah, and yet there wasn't.
Because, I mean, you know, oh man, you got charged for assault. It's not like always a bad thing, you know, like it's not always you're just fucked completely.
Yeah, and yeah, they might have just wanted. I don't think you'd even go to jail for that, to be honest. Probably a fine or something, like a charge, but you'd have to show up in court. But
and even that, like it was one punch, and it was, you know, it's nothing really that big.
Yeah, you might get like a disorderly conduct.
Yeah. You'd be charged with assault, battery, and disorderly conduct, and that'd be it. And that's none of those are jail sentences, so.
Yeah, and plus, what if that went to court? Like, is this little girl? Well, I guess it was a little guy also, but like, really? I don't know. I don't think so would have been an issue.
Yeah. Another 1,000 people walked by without sparing me a look. Lingering here any longer would be a waste of time.
bad, and the moral of the story is don't be a calligrapher, it's all bad.
As I packed my things, I insisted I was leaving because my part-time job started in an hour.
Oh good, she does have a job, for God's sake.
Deep inside, I knew that man's words had rocked my confidence. I might as well quick save again.
Mm-hmm.
Giving up on calligraphy would mean I had wasted all this time over nothing. Yet, if I lacked the gift, persevering might make things worse. What?
See, this is the thing. This is the bullshit, like, belief in art that you're talented and you're born with it, as opposed to having to work for it for hours and hours and hours. And she probably just hasn't put the work in. She probably isn't that good at calligraphy.
Well, she's saying she'd put a bunch of time into it.
But she's got to put more, obviously.
Oh,
I mean,
that's what she's
not
saying.
there
If I lacked the gift, then maybe I shouldn't continue, you know?
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like almost anything, if you put enough work into it, you're gonna get pretty good. It's just sometimes some people have to put more work into it than others.
Hey, Relic, how long have you been doing YouTube? 3 years.
You are still higher than most Let's Players.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna show you a chart later to prove it. And you'll see that you're higher than probably 50% of Let's Players.
That's 3 years, though, so I mean, it's like... They died out fast, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Tears welled... What?
Perseverance, man. Perseverance.
Tears welled in my eyes, and I clenched my fists to hold them back. Aw, she's sad. Speaking of tears, I heard a kid crying within the crowd. Looked like we had a lost child on our hands. Some pedestrians shot him glances, but none of them offered more than that. Are you kidding me? Seriously?
Well, they probably live in a city.
Even if you're... Dude, I would be like right there. I'd be like, hey, what's wrong, kid?
You don't have the city mentality where you ignore all human beings, even if they're on fire. Especially if they're on fire.
These really were horrible people. To cheer myself up, I told myself I would never want my calligraphies to be owned by people like that. I should help the kid, but that would mean being late for my job. Well, obviously we're going to help the kid.
This is a path that could actually be confusing, because it's possible that helping the kid will cause us to lose our job.
Yes, but
yeah, we should help him.
Yeah. If I judged others for abandoning a child, then did the same myself, I would be a jerk and a hypocrite. With a sigh, I walked up to the boy. There, it's okay. Did you lose Mommy? The boy was sobbing too hard to answer. I leaned in to stroke his back with one hand and his head with the other. Let me know if you lost Mommy, okay? I'll help you find her, so there's no need to be scared. The kid managed a nod at last, and I whispered good boy in his ear. What's... Good boy.
Good child. Now tell me your mother's name.
Pedophilia's coming your way, kid.
Don't do it. She's a fairy and she's trying to steal your mother's soul by hearing her true name.
What's your mommy's name? Hungry. Oh, wait, I forgot you're here. Shit.
Well, I guess you're doing the little boy's voice now.
Nope. It's yours. Go.
Okay.
Say it now.
Hungry.
Fuck. Her name is Hungry. The boy's tummy growled, and I realized what he meant. Oh, well, how about I buy you a sandwich? The kid shook his head.
I want ice cream.
You fuck!
What?
Hey, kid, ice cream is more of a dessert, actually.
I want ice cream.
Why are you being so racist?
What?
And so ice cream it was.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about?
Nothing. Your voice just... It was really,
What accent was that even?
Sounded Indian to me.
What?
Sounded...
That wasn't Indian. I could do my Indian accent and then you could call me a racist.
I want ice cream. Like, well, no, I guess you're right. But still, just sounded very offensive, Cross. You should have a heart.
Ice cream. That would have been my Indian accent. Look, I had to do it.
And so ice cream it was. One for him and none for me. The money came out of my pocket, of course. My poor, poor wallet. At least this kid could have eaten the whole thing rather than let half of it melt on his shirt. Damn it.
Jesse?
The boy said.
Jesse.
the boy said.
That's my mummy's nib.
Oh, so he's British.
Yeah. My accent was so bad you thought it was Indian. I wasn't really trying to do a British. I was thinking more weird European boy with one of those stupid newsy hats. But but it was so bad you thought it was Indian. Which is amazing. I need to keep it up now.
Please stop.
Fine, I'll think of another voice. It'll be fine.
Jesse, Jesse, I called as I strode along the street. Now people stared at me more than ever, enough to make me blush, in fact. Maybe I should try shouting Jesse at random the next time I sold my calligraphies.
Why don't you make a giant calligraphy thing that says Jesse and wave it around?
Jesse, James! Team Rocket. The sky turned orange as time ticked by. Yes, I knew my shift started half an hour ago. Stop reminding me. A woman squeezed through the crowd and scurried toward us. She ran past a red light, nearly getting hit by a truck in the process. Great.
Mommy!
It's the same accent.
Yeah, I didn't actually change it at all. It was a lie.
The boy shook free of my hold and rushed into his mother's embrace. After muttering apologies to her son, the woman gazed toward me. Oh, thank you so much for your help. You're wonderful, just wonderful.
You owe me $3.50 for ice cream.
The torrent of praises curled my lips into a stupid grin. Anyone would have done the same thing. Please, if there's anything I can do in return, just
Money.
let me know, the
Money.
mother said.
Money.
Actually, there is something I need help with. The mother nodded. Anything in my power, miss. Which way back to the train station?
Wait, did we win?
You've won the game!
Oh, okay.
The sky had gone dark by the time I arrived at work. I opened the restaurant door gingerly to avoid making any noise. Stealth mode switched on. They called me Ninja Vinty for a reason. I'm gonna make
No one calls you that.
I'm gonna make a save over here because I don't know where the last quick save.
Well, it's not in the empty slot.
Good point. Because I don't know. Because I know the quick save was before that choice. So what if this is like a branch, and I don't know if we're gonna fail now.
Yeah, it might be, but yeah, it's hard to say.
Miss. Oh, wait, it's a boss. You can be a man.
Miss Vinty.
The voice of my boss nearly made me jump onto the ceiling fan, which would have been really impressive. And I think I would have...
did do that and got chopped into a million pieces. Bad end.
No, if she had jumped on her ceiling fan, she wouldn't be fired.
No.
Sorry I'm late, I wanted to explain. But my boss glared at me, and my tongue slurred out a bunch of syllables. My explanation was in there somewhere. Probably. Maybe. I received an earful from my boss, but at least I got to keep my job. Several colleagues shot me frowns for not being here during such a busy period. Wow, it seems like there might be an actual legit branch in the story then.
This might have been what we were... Yeah, so what if you got bad end by ignoring the child?
Well, I think if you ignored the child and came here, I think it would actually be a branch, and you would have maybe had different choices with, like, the busy time.
We should check.
I'm not checking now!
Well, no, not now.
At the end.
Later.
But I don't even know if we can... I don't know. I'm so confused as to how the savings and loadings work.
We have a save from earlier. It looks like there's several pages of loadings. Like, if you click 2, I think there's a... Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, which one's the quick save, you know?
Well, quick save probably saves over itself.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll just never quick save again, then.
Okay.
Because the quick save that we currently have is the one prior to that choice.
Yeah.
In the end, I took all the blame without complaint. While at one point I locked myself inside a toilet and screamed into the bowl, I also might or might not have fantasized about dunking my workmate's head into the toilet. That was for me alone to know, though. At least I earned the paycheck needed to keep my landlady quiet for another month. As for the month after that, we would see when the time came. All I wanted was to pursue my art, but reality kept pressuring me toward finding a second job, like this job, Oh, wait, you mean a second job as opposed to this job? Okay.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Princess Aria, out now! On my way home, I spotted a banner for an upcoming visual novel named Princess Aria. We're in a bizarre, wacko world where visual novels take, like, look at this! It's on the side.
Is that a thing in Japan? Are they that popular?
Maybe.
It's possible.
The game had long been hyped on every forum I knew. Amazing art, along with a cast of famous voice actors. Wow, voice acting in visual novels? That'd be kind of cool. Then we wouldn't have to do it.
Just like the famous CrossKnights and Relicti. I heard that they voice acted an entire visual novel themselves. Several, in fact.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Anyone who's making visual novels, if you want to contract out either myself or CrossKnights, we are available for bookings.
Just no porn stuff.
We can... I'll do porn stuff.
Alright, he'll do porn stuff.
We could be like Jesse Cox, start just shamelessly selling out.
Well, he actually went to school to be a voice actor, to be fair.
Yeah, but well, it's a joke that he sells out for everybody, including Domino's Pizza.
Oh, fair enough. I'm not up on my Cox trivia.
The writer and composer were big names too. There's a composer to visual, I guess, for music. But
yeah.
For Princess Aria to have an ad this big, there must be a lot of money put behind the project. The way this banner hung high gave me the sense it was extra important. That's such a stupid sentence. God, this banner! This makes it seem important.
Oh my god, it's hung straight. Usually banners are slightly crooked, but they put that extra effort in there to make it non-crooked.
Holy shit.
I don't even know what she's talking about.
Bright lights shone on the princess's face to impress potential players. Yeah. Not, it's so this one's so much different than this one and whatever that one would be.
Yeah, one that's looks like it has doilies on it.
Oh, goodness.
What?
Yes, that was what I really needed. If I had a banner like that, no doubt people would line up to buy my calligraphy. I could already imagine how folks would react as I walked along the streets.
Yes, because clearly advertising is your problem, not the fact that you suck at calligraphy.
Not the fact that calligraphy is a weird thing anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, you need a banner because calligraphy is like mainstream, guys. Oh god. Hey, I think that was Vinty. Wow, no way. You mean that famous calligrapher I saw in all those banners? Why am I voicing all these?
That's a good question. I wasn't going to stop you, though. Yeah, she must be really good. Maybe I should ask her for an autograph.
My agent would then step in and speak on my behalf.
Line up in an orderly fashion, everyone. How much for an autograph? Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money! My agent nodded in response.
Autographs are available for $100. Thanks.
See, she is not an endearing character so far.
No, she's terrible, and she's probably bad at calligraphy. Because I'm sorry, if you're even in a city of that many people, it's right. Like, let's say it's 0.11%. Like, enough people passed her to get at least one sale, and she got nothing. She's probably bad at calligraphy.
Oh, I'm just hoping she endears herself to us sometime later.
Yeah.
That guy's face.
Wait, this is a game store zone? That'll be 100. That will be a $100, thanks?
That would be $100.
Oh, that makes sense. I just read it dumb.
The game shop's owner said, Princess Aria cost twice what I had predicted. If I bought the game, I would have too little left for rent. I opened my wallet, hoping I might have more cash on hand than I realized. Turned out I had less, actually. I hung my head and the storekeeper sighed. His arched brows pressured me into buying a game. I did ride 3 trains to get here. Might as well pick up something. I told the shopkeeper how much money I had, and he shook his head. The store owner pulled out a different game from under his table. He brushed away the dust on it so I could see the cover. The title read Sunflower War, some visual novel about the battlefield. Look, I'd buy a game known as Sunflower War.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. More
It
interesting than
does.
Princess Aria's Glitter Fest or whatever it was.
Yeah. Copyright 1997, the bottom read. No wonder.
Ooh, right when the PlayStation 1 was getting popular. 3D games coming up on their own. It's a good era.
No wonder it was so cheap. Art by InvertMouse, the person who made this. Whoever the hell that was. The front cover would fit perfectly in a kindergarten classroom.
Uh-oh, I'm off. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out
Out.
too. I flipped the case to see what was highlighted on the back. The game supported up to 640 by 480 resolution. Truly the pinnacle of technology. Dude, that's like the original Warcraft, man. I'd rock that shit. The shopkeeper grimaced. He must have sensed I wanted to say no. His stare made my palms stain with sweat, and I ended up buying the game. Dealing with folks like that had always been a weakness of mine. Remind me to never visit this store again.
I really thought we were going to get the choice whether to buy the game or get rent.
Yeah. Well, that's too obvious, Cross.
Oh yeah, obvious. Like, punch a dude in the face or not punch a dude in the face. That wasn't obvious at all.
With heavy strides, I returned to my apartment. 0 calligraphy sales. Late for work and with rent. Topped off by blowing cash on some game I had no interest in. What I really wanted to play was Princess Aria. Forcing myself to suffer anything else would just upset me further. You're poor, you're broke, and you're wasting money on games and bitching about it?
Yeah, look, I didn't have a lot of money before, and I still played plenty of video games, because there's a lot of free video games. I refuse to believe you're not resourceful enough.
Yeah.
Actually, she probably isn't.
And even then, it's like, just be glad that you're making rent. Stop being such a whiny whiner.
Yeah. And but, like, wait, the game is just out. Like, wait 3 months.
Also, $100 game? Fuck Japan.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ugh.
Play or sleep? That's our choice here?
Well, do you want to take the obvious choice?
Oops. I went back to save. That's what I was doing. Yes. I want to play the game.
Alright, let's do it.
Because, I mean, we bought the game. Do you want to sleep? What would your choice
I feel like
have
that's
been?
the obvious choice, but you're right. This might be a plot point. Or it's going to say, you're late for work again, bad end, but we'll risk it.
I did spend money on Sunflower War. Might as well give it a go. The day left me pretty drained, so this relic of a game would do a good job putting me to sleep. I switched on my laptop and inserted the disc, which I partly hoped would fail to load from old age. Too bad it worked just fine. No doubt a lot of people were loving Princess Aria right now. Meanwhile, here I was, enjoying this 640 by 480 godsend.
God, I hate her. Shut up. Shut up. She's really... I don't feel sorry for this character at all.
No voice acting either. These illustrations looked like they were done by a child. I would be better off closing my eyes and imagining my own artworks.
That would have been cheaper. That's not bad.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
The grass reached up to our knees as I read along. I painted an image of the scene in my head. Oh, these aren't the actual graphics.
Oh, no wonder. Well, never mind then.
The plants rustled as we waded through. We paused once every few steps, fearing there might be snakes hiding among the bushes.
No.
Somehow we managed to survive the evening. The sun surged from beyond the horizon, outlining the earth with an orange glow. Slowly, the blue sky emerged and vanquished the darkness that had haunted us. As light bathed the soil, I found myself in a field of sunflowers. I had imagined this place to look far more terrifying, but anxiety had merely been playing tricks on me. I drew a deep breath to savor the morning fragrance. In the distance, birds chirped as if applauding our survival. I could see it. Not only that, but touch, hear, and smell too. An experience crafted by my imagination. The image rivaled the strokes of any artist, and it belonged to me alone. This fulfillment inspired me to take things farther.
What? Under what circumstance did this image occur?
Gotta put a pot on my head. The blasts of gunfire. The blasts of gunfire deafened us as we dove behind the wall. A bullet whizzed past the tip of my helmet. Sam had passed his helmet on to me with her dying breath. I would carry on her legacy.
See, this is actually this is a decent statement about old school games that did force you to use your imagination a little more because they were less descriptive.
The desert heat pinched sweat out of my every pore. I desperately wanted to empty this water bottle down my throat, but with no help in sight, I must conserve every drop. Joe's eyes closed, this time never to reopen. Despite our promise to survive together, only I managed to live. How I wished I could take her place.
It seems like a pretty great game.
I know, right?
Let's play that game.
This game fucking rocked!
I feel bad for these characters.
I finished reading Sunflower War right as the clock struck 3 a.m. How so many people had missed this classic left me dumbfounded. Look, we could have bought Princess Aria and been bored shitless, but no, we got an amazing game.
It could have been a AAA soulless story. Oh,
Like-
the best game.
I think that we made a great purchase.
Me too. I also like that she got so into it when they mentioned helmets that she put a pot on her head.
Actually, that would be a lie, as I too had every intention of tossing this game aside. I kept demanding excitement without offering an ounce of passion in return. If I played my part, I might be able to discover so much more. As Sunflower War's credits rolled, I realized just how small the development group was. The team probably knew they stood no chance against the bigger studios, yet they still did their best with dated technologies to deliver a version they believed in, a vision they believed in.
Indie Studios!
The happiness they felt when working on the project poured out of every line in this game. I could gaze right into their hearts. Heart, the thing I had long neglected. Did we secretly make, like, the most important pivotal choice in the game?
Probably.
Like, is this gonna be the thing that fucking inspires her to be good at calligraphy?
I think so. So if we had gone to sleep, I wonder if we would have gotten the bad end.
Oh my goodness, remind me to use a different save whenever I'm saving. Mommy! Daddy!
Vinty, what is it, darling?
Look! It's my calligraphy! Calligraphy! I choose you! Calligraphy!
Honey, it's calligraphy. But that's great. I think you have a lot of talent.
I'm only saying this because I'm your father.
I like that penguin you drew and put up in the refrigerator last week, too. I mean, you had to tell me it was a penguin, but it was great.
This is so much fun. I'm going to become a calligrapher. I had forgotten the last time I found joy in calligraphy. Every stroke these days felt like a grocery chore. All I obsessed over was how much, or rather how little, people paid attention to my efforts. My works no longer possessed heart, and I failed to notice it. Time to do something about that. I could hardly wait to start. After all, I chose this path because I loved it.
I feel like these lessons could be applied to a previous conversation that we had, Relic. Don't you?
No.
Oh, never mind then.
Bum. Shut down. The next day, I ventured outside with a new set of calligraphies. Though I made no sales thus far, I still found myself beaming. That might explain why some people smiled back. Perhaps it was the weather, but I swore everyone felt warmer today. I'm gonna make a save because I know a choice is coming up sometime soon. And we'll use fresh save spots because I guess we're gonna go back and check what else would happen.
Oh, wow. Mommy! Oh, I don't remember. Damn it, I don't remember her accent.
That's
Mommy,
almost it.
Mommy, it is her, the ice cream lady.
No, okay, that's Now that's like Indian almost. Come on.
No, it's not.
You can't even say it.
Mummy,
What?
mummy. No, I'm not going to do my actual Indian accent. Just go on. It's fine.
A boy dragged his mother in my direction. It was that kid I helped out yesterday. The mother and I exchanged nods. Hey, how are you? Honey, the lady has a name. It's rude to call her the ice cream lady, especially when she doesn't sell ice cream. You're fucking lying to me. I was really hoping to get a twist.
What's her name, then?
Kill yourself, Cross.
No.
Oh my, it's... well... sorry, what is it? You know, how are we gonna get our jobs as voice acting for visual novels if we're pulling out shit like this?
Look, my voice is completely fine.
This is not gonna boost our portfolios.
I've got the good voice.
Hey, I got the good voice.
I don't want you to keep on saying that.
It is a good voice, I'm telling you. Oh god. It's Vinty. The mother slapped her boy on the back. See, her name is Miss Vinty.
Mommy, can I buy one of these doodles from the ice cream lady? See, now that would have been my Indian voice.
That's not that much different.
It's way different.
I don't know. I think you're crazy.
I think you're just bad at accents. Discerning bad accents.
I am, actually, yeah.
All right, good.
That was a true statement. Chalk it up to another one of the things that Relic can't do very well. Thanks, Cross, you lower my self-esteem.
Look, you told me to kill myself, so I'm not all that sorry for you. You go on.
Doodle must be another word for top-of-the-line calligraphy. Yep, completely. No other explanation could restrain me from shaking the brain out of this boy.
What?
My name was nowhere inside that little brain anyway. The mother...
She's a zombie.
What?
What? No, go on.
The mother checked her wallet, and her face scrunched up the way mine often did. All good, madam. I knew how it felt to be living on the edge of being homeless.
Please, 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 please.
The boy nagged on. This showed why I would never have kids. The mother relented at last, and bought one of my works.
Hey, look, I finally relate to her.
Guess the boy wanted to repay my kindness. I gave his hair a ruffle as thanks. After flashing his missing tooth with a grin, he pulled his mother back into the crowd. Well, at least I scored better marks than yesterday. One sale. Another man strolled toward me. Wow, I was on a roll now. With heart on my side, my fame and fortune had arrived. Clean my shoes, peasants!
Oh, there we go, you lost me again. You stopped in mid-word, except it was only a one-syllable word. So it didn't help.
I'll just edit it out, shut up.
You just move past it, it's fun.
It's your line.
What? Oh my god, wait, that's the guy that we punched in the face in an alternate reality. Hey, it's you again!
The man said. Oh, the troll from yesterday. I calmed my thoughts to avoid causing a scene. Maybe the guy came to apologize. Even a creep like him must know how rude he had been. Yes, my aura had cleansed him of all evil thoughts. I was now a priest. Go on, empty your wallet at my greatness.
Just move past it, go on. Come on.
Oh, man.
Wow, these new scribbles are even worse than the one you brought last time. Wait a minute. We didn't even get a choice this time.
She just threw a fit. Somehow, I had turned into an internet celebrity. Top comment. Damn! Snap! Wow, she went full crazy, lol. You can do it.
Triangle mouth. That's hilarious because she does have it. Illuminati! Okay, I like this game like a million times better now that they just said that. Triangle mouth is That's hilarious. She be like, why you no buy?
More like this might be a good time to look for that second job. Did we lose the game?
Apparently that was.
Thank you for playing? That's it?
How was that any different than Bad End? Like the first Bad End.
Don't know.
Well, alright, let's
happened?
find out what would happen if we didn't help that boy.
Okay, well I have to load an earlier save and then quick load, I think. Yes?
Ignore.
Sorry, kid. Miss Vinty had a job to go to. Convincing myself that another person would help him, I headed off to work. The next morning, the kid from yesterday appeared on the news.
Holy crap.
The reporter announced he had gone missing. Guilt seized my heart and threatened to crush it. I ended up being just as selfish as the people I had criticized. A lowlife like me had no right to dream about success. I could never return to that place without being tormented by remorse. And so, my little stint as an artist came to an end.
Oh my god. That was unexpected.
Bad end.
So no, there were no branching paths, Relic. The only thing we had left to check out is if we went to sleep instead of playing that game.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that one.
But I think that's going to be the wrong choice.
Forget it. I only bought Sunflower War out of pressure. After shoving the game into my bin, I crawled into bed. For the next few weeks, I tried over and over to sell my calligraphies, but all of my works remained untouched. Well, aside from a few pedestrians who stepped on them by mistake. Wait, my bad. I did make one sale. This guy said he needed my calligraphy to use as toilet paper. I had zero passion left for calligraphy. In fact, just thinking about it fueled me with anger. This was no longer the career for me. Today, I chose to retire for good. Bad end.
So, I mean, this isn't the worst game. I feel like once you get to the sunflower part, it actually does make a pretty salient point about being an artist and what's important in trying to pursue a career that's not necessarily financially viable. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for the character. It was written pretty well though. Like again, when I was looking up the Faded Heart reviews, it got so many good reviews I couldn't believe it because the writing was so bad. Like the things the characters did and said made absolutely no sense. Like this, it actually makes sense. She was a consistently horrible person.
Yeah. But like there was no thing that really made you like this character.
You know.
And I guess it was the objective of the visual novel was to look at somebody who was failing at what they wanted to do, and be like, this is how this is what you got to go through to get creative, I guess, or whatever. Like you need to get that inspiration, and then it also just made that cute point about how indie games could also be like really cool and stuff. But
it wasn't a bad game for what it was. I wish the choices were less binary and less obvious. There was only one choice that wasn't obvious.
Which was the kid choice.
Well, the kid choice, I mean, just there was a thing where you could be like, it's possible that we might lose our jobs, but like both of our instincts were still the right choices to save the kid, because like video games would be weird.
Yeah.
But the choice that I was a bit confused about was the sleep choice or playing the game. I thought that, not going to sleep would make us late to work or something.
Oh, I thought playing the game was just, we had paid for this freaking game. Let's play the game.
Yeah. Oh, that's why there's sunflowers in the background.
Oh, you're right. Holy shit. I don't know. This is it was advertised as being a very short thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like the only ending you get really doesn't leave you with anything.
There was no happy ending. She's bad at calligraphy.
Yeah, and the ending is like she finally has her passion again, and then she throws a big old fit, and then it's like, time to go get a second job. It's like, How is that different from a bad end?
It was like, for all we know, the bad end, it was the same as that first bad end we got, except they just showed it from a slightly different perspective.
Yeah. I don't know.
mean, I'm not saying there should be a happy ending, but
maybe this game was meant to just be like, hey, don't get into calligraphy.
Yeah, or just, don't follow your artistic dreams.
Yeah. Be like, hey, man, you're going to fail at whatever you do anyway. Everybody be sad.
I'm going to quit YouTube and go back to dishwashing.
I am going to quit YouTube as well. Thanks for watching,
right.
everyone. Remember, though,
Yep.
Cross and I aren't available for voice acting visual novels if you do want to hire us out.
No poor intercept unless it's relic.
Yeah, I'll do more. Fuck yeah. But yeah, go ahead and contact us with that.